Alright, so it's like 8:30 a.m. right now. And I have a 2-day shoot in Shizuoka today and tomorrow. So I have a ton of stuff on me. I just recently got a Wandered Provoke 31 and it fits tons of stuff. Last night I rented an a7iii because I have a shoot in Hamamatsu in Shizuoka today, and the thing with it, with Sony cameras in Japan though, is that all the menus are in Japanese. Not the biggest issues, except that I don't know all of the vocabulary, and so yeah, I gotta dig through the menus and figure it out right now. Alright, so I'm in Hamamatsu right now, which is in Shizuoka prefecture. Cool place here on a work trip. It's like midnight right now, but yeah, staying overnight today, so let's do some night street photography with this creepy place where there's no one around. So this video is it's recorded on different cameras. I'm renting a Sony a7iii right now, and I'm using a, what is this? It's a 24-70 f4 lens, not the GM one. And I don't know, I like it so far. I rented it because I needed something that was like medium range for interviews for the job I'm doing now, but testing it out to see how I like it for photos as well. One, a lot lighter than the 80D and a lot smaller. 24-70 on full frame, so good. But I don't know if I like Sony. Like the menu system and everything is so complicated, and it's taking me a while to get used to. Okay, so one thing I don't like about this camera is that the white balancing, at least what's showing in the rear screen, I don't really like it. But this 24-70 lens, stabilized body and stabilized lenses, definitely need that for whatever camera I upgrade to next, because it's just so nice to be able to do stuff handheld and not have to worry about like just jitters. It's so good. Part of the reason why I'm renting this is not just for the shoot, but I'm looking to upgrade to a new camera system fairly soon. You know, exploring my options. What kind of features do I want? What kind of features do I like? And yeah, we're going from there. So I'm trying to do with this street right now. There's this bicycle right here. Bicycle on the left side, balance it out, and then the road going kind of diagonally across the frame, and then having someone at the end of this road would create a little bit of a path, and then just crop in the top and the bottom. No one's walking through those, so I don't know, I'll stay here for a little bit longer. So I normally shoot with a crop sensor Canon camera with an 18-35 Sigma lens, which roughly equates like 28 to 50 something, I think, 56 maybe. And with this 24-70, it's interesting, 24-70 on a full frame camera. It's a lot wider than I thought it would be, and it's a lot longer than I thought it would be. So I'm really actually digging this focal range compared to the 18-35. However, I don't like that it's f4. It doesn't get dark enough, or it doesn't get light enough when it's dark. This is a weird city. Apparently it's one of the bigger cities. I don't know, it's super quiet, but at the same time, it's 12:40 a.m. right now. Everyone's drunk, people are pretty civil, but then you have like, there's this one creepy guy that's just literally just hitting on every single woman he sees, just running up to them. And yeah, you get people like that as well. He's not being violent or anything, and you know, all the women are just kind of pushing him away, and he backs off, but yeah, it's just, yeah, people suck. So this right now is at f4, 1/50 shutter speed at 1600 ISO, and it's pretty dark right now. Don't know how it looks because there's no flippy screen. But the same token, some of these shots that I'm getting, as far as it looks on the back of the camera, I really like how they look. Again, I've never shot with the Sony camera before, and so this is it's a fun experience for me. And it's the first time taking photos with this camera. I have it for one more day, and then I have to return it the day after in the AM, so I'm trying to get the most out of it, but I'm starting to get sleepy, and I gotta be up early tomorrow. Things I like about this camera, the IBIS, I'm coming from a camera that doesn't have it, so I don't have anything compared to, but IBIS, fantastic. I love my Ronin. The gimbal is awesome, like you can do tons of cool big movements with it, but there are some small movements that you can only do handheld, and when it comes out to making videos like this or shooting run and gun, like really run and gun out in the streets, it's hard to do that with a bulky setup. The a7 III is also way smaller than the Canon 80D that I use, and it's, quite frankly, this setup is a lot lighter as well, and yeah, it's just way easier to carry around. Colors, so far it looks pretty good. Sony menu system, I hate it. Canon, so simple. Sony, way too complicated. A couple other things that I'm not really feeling about this camera. The autofocus on it is really awkward, where it's nice where it's really smooth if you just let it do its thing. However, if you kind of pick a point and then try to focus on that spot, it does that hunt for a second. With the Canon 80D, what I really like is on the Ronin S or any gimbal, I can have it on the gimbal and hold it with my right hand, and then I can use my left hand to touch the screen to select the autofocus points, and it's just so smooth. And so that smooth autofocus is it's just so nice, and I don't know if I can live without it with how I shoot right now. And the other thing that I'm not really feeling about this camera, and it's a very minor thing, but it's just the screen itself. Apart from the flippy screen I can kind of live without, but it's not entirely a touch screen, and so going through all the menus and not being able to tap and touch when I want to, it's just very cumbersome. Again, coming from Canon, everything is super fluid. The touchscreen is really nice. I can touch the menus, I can touch the autofocus, like it just works, and it's so user-friendly. I feel like the Sony, it's not really. But I don't know. Again, I'm kind of looking for features and whatnot, and like lens combinations that I might want in the future. And so features like IBIS, 24-70 lens, surprisingly something that I'm really enjoying, and full frame is nice. I don't know, low light, this thing's a beast right now, so maybe that's what I want in my future camera. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start heading back to my hotel now, because I still gotta dump some memory cards and take a shower, because it's so humid out here. Tokyo, hot, humid. Shizuoka, I think we're near the ocean, so it's bad. Again, it's like way past midnight, I've been up all day, and so pretty tired. These are just like my thoughts coming out of my head using this camera for one day. This, again, is less of a review or anything. It's really just me putting my thoughts into words and then putting it on the internet for all you folks to take a look at. But a lot of creators in Tokyo, they love the a7 III, and everyone swears by it. Not the biggest fan, but at the same time, the features in this, really cool. I wish I had it in my camera, and it gets me thinking, you know, what do I actually want? What do I need? And when I'm looking for a new piece of gear. That's really what I'm thinking about. There's client work that I do, so what would be really good for the client work that I do, but also personally, like things I like to shoot. How do I want to do it? What do I need for it? And that's really all this whole rental process is for me right now. And yeah, but I'm rambling again. I'm gonna go back, take a shower because I am beyond sweaty. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of nonsense. But, all right, thanks everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.